Hello there. Central Europe will turn a little milder over the next few days, but before that we've got some rain out to the west. It's this arc of cloud here on the satellite picture. It's a weather front that's going to bring some rain into the UK, into western France, Portugal, and gradually spread its way steadily east. Ahead of it, though, on Sunday, there will be a good deal of dry weather. Not as warm as it's going to get through the middle part of the week, but at least it's dry and there will be some sunshine around as well. Relatively quiet story as well through the eastern Mediterranean. A little bit of fair weather cloud here. Temperatures peaking into the mid-teens. A dry, settled story generally through the Med. Here's that rain pushing into Portugal, and that will gradually spread its way steadily eastwards through Spain. Affecting western fringes of France, there will be some strong winds to go with it as well. We're likely to see that milder air pushing its way steadily eastwards. Further snow as well along that west coast of Norway, accompanied by some blizzard-like conditions as the winds strengthen from time to time. So on Monday, we'll see that front pushing its way steadily east. It'll bring some snow to the Alps. Behind it, we're likely to see double figures. Berlin going from 5 to 12 degrees. It looks likely that that milder air is going to stay in place throughout the week, but at times there will be some rain to go with it as well. Now into Eastern Europe, it looks likely that it will stay relatively quiet and relatively dry, and temperatures hovering around freezing in Moscow. Hello there. Let's take a look at the forecast for North America. Relatively quiet in terms of weather, but heat could be an issue, particularly across that California coastline. More on that in just a moment. Here's the satellite picture. We have got some cold air sitting in place across northern central Canada, but this weather front really is the dividing line between that colder air to the north of that and some humid air to the south and east. We could see a few scattered showers moving through the Gulf, and that will just perhaps brush with that east coast of Texas and the Mississippi. But behind it, this large area of high pressure, keeping things very settled indeed. So really stretching down through British Columbia, as you can see quite clearly, into Oregon, California. We'll see a good deal of fine weather. Once we get into Southern California, we could see some extreme heat, and wildfire risks are in force here. And that will be the story for the next couple of days. So temperatures in Los Angeles into the mid-80s, that's the high 20s over the next few days, slowly easing into next week. Across the eastern seaboard, again, a quiet story. We've had a weather front that eased out of the Great Lakes. Legacy of cloud in its wake, but nothing particularly significant. Dry, settled and warmer really anywhere south of Nashville, Tennessee, down towards Florida. And you can see that on the city forecast quite clearly. Miami seeing those temperatures into the high 70s as we go through the weekend. Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect across South America then. And if we start off with a satellite picture, you can see where the shower cloud is across western areas of Brazil, and weather warnings remain in force here for some very heavy torrential downpours, also across northern parts of Argentina. But at the same time, to the south of that, we've got some warmth building across central and northern Chile, and those temperatures are likely to stay above the average for the time of year through most of the week. Here's the showers then across parts of Venezuela and into Colombia, also into western Brazil. As I say, there could be some localised flash flooding here, as we're expecting several hundred millimetres over the next couple of days. Some sharp showers through northern Argentina, and there's that warmth into Chile. Now, it looks likely that the city forecast will keep that sunshine going into Santiago, temperatures peaking into the high 20s, low 30s. Let's take a look now what to expect elsewhere. Looks likely across Mexico and Central America we will continue to see a good deal of fine weather with a few scattered showers, particularly close to the Yucatan Peninsula. And as we push down into Costa Rica and Panama, the showers not as extensive as they have been. A few isolated showers into the Caribbean. These will come and go quite quickly, and lengthy spells of sunshine are set to continue. And you can see that in the city forecast with the week ahead. Whatever you're doing, enjoy. Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect across Africa over the next few days. I can tell you we need to keep a close eye to the east of Madagascar. Once again, there's a potential for a storm system to develop. In fact, there are a couple that may arise over the next few days. At the same time, there's still some sharp showers to the north and across northern Mozambique as well. Few scattered showers on Sunday across South Africa, but generally there's our seasonal range just south of the equator, and to the north of that, it's a little bit cooler than it should be for this time of year. Now let's take a look at the city forecast in a little more detail. The showers easing in South Africa to more in the way of sunshine and warmth over the next few days. You can see that quite clearly. Elsewhere to the north, we still keep that cooler feel. High teens likely into Casablanca, I suspect. Now for the Middle East, again, we are going to see temperatures below par for this time of year. And the reason being that we've got a localised shamal, so there could be some poor visibility through the second half of the weekend into the early half of next week with some lifted dust as well. Good deal of dry weather on offer, but those temperatures certainly subdued for where they should be even for this time of year. So there's the shamal blowing and potentially bringing some lifted dust. Here's the city forecast then for the next 7 days, and you can see plenty of dry, sunny weather on offer. Hello there. It's a quiet weather story across South Asia, pretty much to be expected really at this time of year. The emphasis should be on the dry, settled, sunny weather story. There are some shower clouds and you can see exactly where they are through Sri Lanka and southern fringes of India, but the showers not particularly extensive and they will tend to come and go throughout the day, but that's where we're likely to see any rainfall. Further north of that, it's all about the sunshine and light winds here. And in fact, temperatures reasonably pleasant. We're looking at mid-20s into the north, high 20s perhaps through the interior. Let's move into Central Asia, where it's about the colder air sitting across Kazakhstan, expected to get colder still over the next few days. There will be a little bit of snow, but it's going to be very, very cold by daytime. Temperatures really struggling to climb above freezing. So here's that fine weather then. Once again, back through Pakistan into India. There are the showers, as you can see, perhaps through the Maldives, maybe southern fringes of India from time to time, and also into Sri Lanka. Stretching up into northeastern states towards Bangladesh, we keep that sunshine going as well. So our city forecast reflects that quite clearly. You can see a lot of sunshine to look out for and very little in the way of rainfall other than Sri Lanka. But that cold air is sitting in place across Kazakhstan. Temperatures really struggling by daytime to climb way above freezing. That's it. Hello then. An update on what's happening with New Zealand. Heavy rain could lead to some localised flooding over the next few days. For the time being, though, let's start off with a satellite picture, picking up the shower cloud, particularly through Indonesia. Further north of that, we could see more significant rain across central and southern areas of China, along with southern Japan. And at the same time, there's a potential for some snow across Beijing, just in time for the Winter Olympics. Potentially only lasting for a day, but it will stay cold into the week ahead. So there's that rainfall across central China, slipping its way southwards. Quieter through Vietnam and Thailand, not looking too bad. Few scattered sharp showers into Malaysia, more widespread showers through Indonesia. So there's the snow into Beijing. As I say, it stays cold but bright and crisp for the week ahead. Temperatures struggling to climb above freezing. Into Australia, we're seeing a bit more of a strong wind and some cloud through the Bight, also a weather front just approaching the far south of Tasmania. But the real story is at New Zealand. It looks likely that we will continue to see the potential for heavy rain on Sunday, slowly moving its way south, but it really is going to take its time in doing so. And that is going to produce further potential for some flash flooding where we had flooding a week ago. This is the city forecast for the next week ahead. That's it. Take care.